We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Biloxi Shuckers and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Michael Pineda, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Now at the plate, Dave Zambrano. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Dave Zambrano.
First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. And there's one down now.
Back second, the right fielder, number 8, Tristan Lutz.
In now, Tristan Lutz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Low for ball 1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Pineda is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind an account, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Batting third, the left fielder, Clint Frazier.
Standing in now, Clint Frazier. He swings and misses. Throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Blake Alomar.
At the plate, Blake Alomar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The set and the 1-0. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Miranda in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a good job on the mound there as he'll strand the runner at third in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Johan Belisario, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're going to see a guy that these are your basic 4-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curve, slider, and change. Nothing overpowering. A good 4-pitch mix, and he's a guy that needs to use all of his pitches to be effective.
Digging in now, Elmer Cervantes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Blue Wahoos, the center fielder, Elmer Cervantes.
Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting second, the second baseman, Joe Cronin.
So digging in now, Joe Cronin. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Xander Wheel.
Striding in, Xander Wheel, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. Lutz is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ryan Jorgensen. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's too high.
1-0 count. Here it is. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Popped up. Skoll in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box, Mario Feliciano. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The first baseman, Brian Sherman.
Into the box now, Brian Sherman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. Two, 1.
2 out, nobody on. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to duck?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Matt Skoll.
The first baseman, Matt Skoll.
Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up, ball 1. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Frazier comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Joel Booker.
Digging in, Joel Booker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Trey Cabbage. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, 2-2. Now the pitch. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Top of the third set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Hank Sisk. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. He pulls this one into right. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
So striding forward now, Ricky Montenegro, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
From the stretch, there's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Sisk leads off second with nobody out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dave Zambrano.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dave Zambrano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 2-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
3-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So no one on now after the sac fly, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Tristan Lutz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Bases are empty here with two men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And the visitors are out in front here, 1-0. Settling in now, Jose Miranda, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. The 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Stepping in now, Ryan Jeffers, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Kavako.
Stepping in, Keani Kavako. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The pitch.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Kavako, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Now the 2-1. Got him. Into the box, Clint Frazier, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, Clint Frazier.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. One and one, the count to Clint Frazier. This is to left field and deep off the bat of Frazier. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot that time for Clint Frazier. His first homer so far in the series, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
No doubt if that one's fair or foul, everyone in the stadium could hear that loud doink, and that's music to a hitter's ears because that's a homer.
In now, Blake Allemond.
The second baseman.
As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go as the third baseman, Ryan Jorgensen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. At the plate, Mario Feliciano comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. First and second here with nobody out. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 fouled off. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Brian Sherman, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1. Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Standing in now, Hank Sisk, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Ready on 1-2. In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. 2 errors in the inning, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and the visiting club leads it 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Elmer Cervantes back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's wide, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Joe Cronin. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. The 1-1 home. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
To 2-2 now.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Here now the 2-2. Down the first baseline. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
At the plate, Xander Wheel. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Ricky Montenegro.
Ricky Montenegro.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Nipped the corner. 2-2. timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
On the ground to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in once again, Dave Zambrano earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 8, Kristen Love.
Coming to the plate now, Tristan Lutz. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning.
Leading up for the Blue Wahoos, the first baseman, Matt Cole.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Into the box, Joe Booker. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
So now to the plate, Trey Cabbage. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. 5 innings complete, and the visitors are out in front here, 2-0. Adam Bray takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Wahoos, number 16, Adam Bray.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Clint Frazier.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Blake Allen.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Blake Allen. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A bouncer up the middle, reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 3, Ryan Jorgensen.
Now in the box, Ryan Jorgensen. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Wheel is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Now at the plate, Jose Miranda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
Well, you know what you heard all the time, that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Into the box now, Ryan Jeffers. Popped up. Sherman is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Kavako.
So stepping in, Keani Kavako. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's set, and the pitch. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. One there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
The center fielder, Elmer Cervantes.
Standing in, Elmer Cervantes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And it's fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Ready now, Joe Cronin. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Trying to hold up there as the appeal goes to Ricky Holiday at first, and Holiday says he offered at it, so that's strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Set, and the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the run is in to score from second.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby nine.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Shelby Miller trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Miller.
Stepping in now, Xander Wheel, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. No hits to this point. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Miller, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up on a guy that has a tool set like this.
Two and one, here it is.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning coming up, and the visiting club leads it 2-1. Ready for another shot now, Mario Feliciano. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate, Ryan Sherman has he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Hank.
Striding forward now is the DH, Hank Sisk. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
No balls and 1 strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Skoll, due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Ready with another 0-2.
Pull, that's inside.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Joe Booker. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Oh, what a play. The throw. It's in time.
That was a great defensive play there. You know, he's not the guy you'd necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Trey Cabbage. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Miller's got his target. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch.
0-1.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Jake Reed has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 49, Jake Reed.
Leading off the inning, Ricky Montenegro, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Montenegro.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dave Zambrano.
So coming to the plate, Dave Zambrano. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Pitch on the way. Lifted into center field. Cervantes is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Kristen Lutz.
Standing in, Tristan Lutz. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled away. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again. 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Booker is there and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Daniel Brown is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 29, Daniel Brown.
Digging in, Jose Miranda. He singled his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And now a pitch on the way. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
So striding in, Ryan Jeffers, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and we are tied again.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
At the plate now, Keone Cavaco. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Zambrano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 15, Elmer Cervantes.
Now batting, Elmer Cervantes. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
Hey. 1-0. Here it is.
Hey. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. One and 2. Here it is. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 9th inning coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ready once again, Clint Frazier. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now, Blake Alleman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan Jorgensen.
Ready for another chance. Ryan Jorgensen. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Here's the 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains 2-2. Here's the 2-2. This is popped up. Skoll will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. And we are tied 2-2. John Olzak comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
15, John Olzak.
Now to the plate, Joe Cronin. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
The second baseman, Joe Cronin.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 12, Xander Wheel.
Coming to the plate now, Xander Wheel. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. 1 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Striding into the box, Matt Skoll, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The set and the 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 2-2. Ryan Mason takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 39, Ryan Mason.
We are into extra innings, and now it'll be the catcher, Mario Feliciano.
Mario Feliciano.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Sherman.
Stepping up now, Brian Sherman. Here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One and one, here it is. Mason, a 25-year-old, he throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Cavaco backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Hank Sisk.
Stepping up to the plate, Hank Sisk. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 2-2. Stepping in, Joe Booker. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Left fielder, Joe Booker.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. And that's out number one.
Now back, the designated hitter, Greg Cabbage.
Digging in, Trey Cabbage. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
1 ball, no strikes the count. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And now pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Miranda.
Stepping into the box, Jose Miranda. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 now. The set and the 2-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
The 3-0 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ryan Jeffers. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a huge mistake as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
The 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they will walk off with game 1 here at home.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Pensacola jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Ryan Mason takes home the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious Blue Wahoos, 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and they left 2 men on base. For the Shuckers, 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, they left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 38,649. A reminder that extra light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field.